Hi there and welcome back to the Der Grenadier YouTube channel for another video. I know it's been a while, but I finally have a new topic that I can talk about, which is my new Xela39 reproduction Tornister. I bought another one. So, these right here are the Tornisters that I'm going to talk about today. From the left to the right we have my new reproduction, the reproduction made by Xela39. In the middle the M34 made by some vendor in China, sold to me by Zip, and an original M39 model, the same as the one that the new one is. The difference between the M39 and the M34 is that the M39 has these D-rings on the top and this leather strap on the front to attach a A-frame, and there's no pouch in the inside to carry your mesh kit with you. That's the more or less the only difference. There are some differences in construction, but those are relatively minor and are not that relevant right now. Now, the reason that I was happy with the M34 was because this is one of the first relatively cheap attempts to make a reproduction Tornister. There aren't that many out there. I was happy with this one because I didn't have that many options. And it still is a very good attempt. The leather is mostly reasonably good. Some parts are not great, but they all do their jobs pretty well. The proportions are a little bit off. The straps, the carrying straps on the front, or actually on the back, are an abomination. Those really suck. But the construction and materials, generally speaking, are not that bad. But as you can see, there are better options out there. And I was really happy with this one, and I used it with a lot of pleasure. But it was time for something better because I knew that I was going to enjoy a great reproduction more than this. So this one is going away, and it will most likely not be used anymore. And this is the interesting part of the video. So this is an original. Don't pay attention to these straps. Somebody put those on there either during or after the war, most likely after. But furthermore, it's the same model as the reproduction. The reproduction does come with these short carrying straps, but I already have Vincent ones, so I don't need these as well. They did use original hooks, which is cool, and the leather is, well, relatively good. It's not Vincent quality, but it is also not cheap Asian stuff. It is actually good leather. And it is the same leather that I used on the rest of the Tornister as well. As you can see, I have my Vincent straps in there, just because I'm going to keep those and use those. So let's start on the outside, shall we? The height is perfect. It is very good. It is extremely impressive how close this is to my original. And most originals have a similar color to this. So this is very impressive. I'm really happy with this because, of course, the other reproduction that I had didn't have height this nice. The hardware on this one is a mixture of painted metal and original aluminum. So, for example, these D-rings and this hook on the top are painted metal ones. They are magnetic, but the hooks on the bottom here are aluminum, same as these buckles, and they are originals as far as I can tell, or they are extremely close to originals. The buckles on the inside here are painted metal as well. The leather is of very good quality. The stitching is neatly done. They really did pay attention to detail, unlike with the zip Tornister that obviously did not have that much attention to detail. These are aluminum as well, and they do stamp their Tornisters very neatly as well. And the canvas is dark green, and it is really sturdy, really good material. I'm very happy with that. On the inside they use this lighter green instead of tan material. My reproduction, the other reproduction, had tan material. My original has tan material. I don't know if they used this light green that much in the war, but I don't really mind it because it's on the inside, and the outside appearance is so good that it already is a very good start. On the inside, this white leather, originally that would have been rawhide, this really thin, thick leather that's almost bone. Obviously it's hard to find that these days, and they replace it with this really nice white leather. It's really relatively thin, which is good because originally the rawhide would have been thin too, and it will do its job just fine. In the other reproduction they just used regular brown leather, which is not close at all, but at least they tried. And I think they are planning on replacing this white leather with rawhide in the future. They are just not there yet, but I hope that they do. This is not bad, but it is one of those improvement points. On the inside here they did use this black leather, but the inside is not that interesting. The outside is way more important, but they came really close. On the originals there is this thick piece of leather in the bottom. This one does not have that. It's just 2 layers of canvas without anything in there, but it's better than the other reproduction, which had a piece of plastic in the bottom which made this awful noise. So I would have this rather than the alternative. Just for comparison, showing you the original, but most people have an original one. This one is dated 1942. And this one has pebbled leather, not smooth leather like the reproduction. And this is rawhide, so this really hard, thin leather. And in the bottom it has this piece of leather in there, but the reproduction does not have that. The short carrying straps that the reproduction comes with, they have this reared edge. I don't know if that is something that some originals had, but my original short hooks and the Vincent reproductions have smoother edges, which I think is a better reproduction, but I'm not entirely sure. One more important thing, I have to give one improvement point, right? So here it goes. This leather on the bottom is thinner and suppler and softer than the rest of the leather used on this pack, and I don't know why. I'm sure they had a reason, but originally this would have just been the same leather as on the top here, so I would change this to the same leather as they used here. And that's more or less the most important thing on the outside, because the rest is really good, and I am fairly impressed. There is one important thing to note, and that is that including shipping, this pack cost me 170 euros, which is expensive. Yes, of course. There are no long straps for that money. There are the short straps. but you can buy the long straps from them for a little bit of extra money, but 170 euros is a lot, of course. So get the best use out of it if you buy one, but I am pretty convinced that this one is going to last my whole reenactment career. Now, that's all that I think needs to be said about this reproduction. If you have any more questions, or you want to know something, or you need more pictures or something, please let me know, because I'm more than willing to do that for you. There is a reason why I have more time now, finally more time to make a video, and that is because I currently have COVID, so I am sitting at home in quarantine. But that means more videos, at least for the next couple of days, hopefully, and that's going to be it for now. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.